Hey everyone, and welcome back to the Unscripted Podcast. Today I have a great guest with me, Elijah, and we're going to be talking about the importance of hard work and growth as a student athlete in high school. So Elijah, thank you so much for joining us today.
No problem, no. I'm honored to be here. Just want to come out and show support and very excited to do it,
And we're happy to have you too. So the first thing I'm going to ask you is just to tell us a little bit about yourself.
My name is Elijah Faulkner. My family, my friends usually call me Elijah, but it's up to you what you want to call me. But I play football. I used to wrestle. I stopped wrestling going into my freshman year, but I also do track as well. And pretty good. I won the Olympic last year in long jump, and this year in football we won the Olympic as well and made it to the state championship. So very grateful. I'm also moving on next year to play at the University of Massachusetts. So very happy about that and grateful to God. So
yeah, that's really interesting. But we're going to jump right into it. The first topic I really wanted to talk about was just the importance of hard work and sacrifice. So I wanted to ask you on a personal level, what does hard work mean to you and how have you used or shown hard work?
Just hard work is everyday thing for me. Just being just understanding where you want to go in life and what it takes to go. So it's just sacrificing a lot of things, like time and money and effort in your body. Sometimes is what it takes. During the football game, I put my body on the line for my team to win. It's just very serious to me.
When do you think hard work has really paid off for you?
Personally, just being recognized as a player and as a person as well, because I work hard off the field in the schoolroom as well. So, it's just a big thing for me.
Okay. And you talk about your sport. Tell us a little bit more about your sport and how hard work is important specifically in football.
In football, if you're not working hard, you're not going to get noticed. And I feel like from a coach's standpoint, you wouldn't put your dogs out there, the people that have been there from the beginning and understands the grind and what it takes to get on the field. And I feel like you don't see a lot of that nowadays with the transfer portal. People moving from school to school, they don't really understand what it takes to build a team. But I also understand the transfer portal as well. You gotta get what you want in life, and so it's just all about opportunity. Working hard it's essential. Working hard is essential, and for on and off the field in football. And without working hard, you're not gonna really be anything if you don't try.
Yeah, I completely agree, and I think that I run track and field. So as a track and field athlete, like you said, I feel like this crosses boundaries for all athletes. You have to put your body on the line. You have to work your hardest, or else you're not going to get to where you want to get to. So I completely understand, but has there ever been a time where you thought that your hard work wasn't worth it?
Yeah, I went through a lot of adversity with my recruiting process. If there were things that were there at some point and then they went away, and I feel like that's really what made me kind of question God's plan almost at sometimes. And I being offered by UMass, into my process and being able to go there was just a blessing in itself and an opportunity. So
yeah, and I was gonna kind of hit on that a little bit later, but since you already started talking about it, how was the recruiting process for you? How as a whole?
It was ups and downs, but it was very exciting being able to spend time with my dad on trips, even though at that time we definitely got tired of it. And but it was interesting, and it really helped me grow as a person. I feel it really just helped me in a personality, character aspect, and how to promote myself.
Mm-hmm. What was the most challenging part of it, would you say?
most challenging part was probably making a decision, because most of the schools that I visited, I really couldn't see myself like at and like see myself getting better at. But it was also like they were good schools, but I just didn't fit. It just didn't fit right with me. So I didn't like commit in like my senior year. I like played a good year, but I didn't really get the offers that I wanted. And UMass came along. So I was really grateful for that.
Yeah, and that makes sense. But like you said, your hard work did pay off because you're going to a school that you like. And I think that's what's most important. But I kind of want to switch gears a little bit and talk about the mental side of athletics. The past 2 podcast interviews I've had, they talked about how important the mental aspect is, like when it comes to, for me personally, on the track. I personally think that 75% of it is mental. Like if you don't think you're going to do good, then you're not going to actually do good. So what's your perspective on that?
Yeah, like running track as well. Like it is like 100% mental. Like I feel like, to be honest, like especially in like me personally doing long jump, like hitting that board every time, like that's a full mental thing. Like being able to like run the same shot every time. So actually like you even getting out the blocks, like it takes like mental training like to be able to time that. And in football, like mental is a lot, like especially being able to like control your emotions. And I've had times this year where I like haven't been able to, and I had to like really seriously like think about my character and like who I am as a person more than a player. So like it takes a lot, like being able to like physically play and then like emotionally be able to control yourself in both ways. So with football, it's a big deal.
And also in football, it's a team sport, so you have to rely a lot on your teammates. So how would you say you deal, or if you did ever have like pressure from coaches or from other teammates, like expectations, how do you deal with that?
I wouldn't say like pressure from teammates is what gets me, or I think it's just like really the expectation for myself. And with the chemistry, so that's from like a running back's perspective, like the chemistry with your O-line, and like that is crucial if you want to like do anything running the ball this year. And in like the passing game, like because you're gonna have to block with them too. So like it's an on and off the field thing with your all O-line, and then the chemistry like there's matchups with football, and there's chemistry along like a quarterback and a wide receiver. So like you have to know your team and know what the person next to you is gonna do.
Okay, so like having those important connections with the people on your team are important.
Very important.
And are those friendships that you carry outside of football as well?
Oh yeah, like being at Central is like the highest like I feel like you can get when it comes to like building a brotherhood and football and out of football and throughout the rest of your life. Like I don't feel like you could like really understand what it means to go there if you haven't been there or you haven't been around it. Like a lot of people might think we're corny or something, but like it's a real true thing. And I would just like it was the best opportunity, or like the best decision I've like made in my life so far to go there.
Sorry.
Yeah.
How would you say your teammates help you get to where you are at, like right now?
Just like practice. Like I feel like like being around and like the people that ahead of me and watching like me as a freshman watching the seniors, like they lost in the championship, but like we lost the next year and the year after that. And I feel like the senior year, like I really wanted to change that. Like I didn't want to leave with absolutely nothing, to show for my hard work. And it was just like going to get them in practice, like a competition, like start to practice is what really prepares you for a game. And I've gone against great players like Cole Sullivan and Anthony Specker, Ty Haas, Bradley Gompers, Colson Gatton, like all those names, like defensively. Angelo Pugliano, there's another one if he watches this. But yeah, that's a big aspect of my teammates.
Okay. And I want to ask you something specifically on football. What's a lesson that you've learned that you think you carry like outside of the field?
Just to like, I would say just to like believe that you're the best player on the field, even if like you don't play football, but believe you're the best player on the court, or believe you're the best student in the class, or wherever you are, just believe that you're the best and strive to be.
And how has football shaped you as a person?
Football is like maybe like gave me something to be like passionate about in life. It like makes me like wake up and want to think about, and but also like pushes me to be more than football as a person and in the classroom, and like just to love others. It's taught me like discipline and teamwork and just like brotherhood, and I can't, and how to grind as well. It's a great sport, and it's my life.
Okay. So we talked about this, like the future. You're graduating this year. You're going on to college, going to play D1 football. But where do you see yourself in a couple of years in football and in life?
I really don't know. Like, I don't like from a person, like I don't really like think more than the next year, or I don't really know where I'll be, but I know I'll be somewhere happy, or I'll be looking for happiness, and I'll be working somewhere.
Yeah. And I think that's important, because I feel like once you start thinking too far along in the future, then you start getting anxious, and sometimes you might not reach the expectations of where you think you're going to be, and it can put more pressure onto you. So I definitely agree with that. And looking at the bigger picture, if you can give any student athlete currently a piece of advice, what would it be?
It would be to just be yourself, and look up to the right people, and when you get faced with challenges in the game, just know how to run it, how to compete, and what adversity feels like, and just ball out.
And how do you think you've applied this throughout your entire athletic career so far?
I would say I'm a really hard worker, and I'm not a cocky dude. I'm pretty humble about my work and what I do, but I just know that I'm very good, and I know that if I want something, I could go get it, and I feel like football has taught me a lot of that in the aspect of confidence and things like that.
I think, yeah, I definitely agree with that. And I like how you emphasize a lot that confidence is important, because I feel like that's something that a lot of people not necessarily lack, but they kind of think, oh, you're confident and you're cocky. But there's a difference, and there's definitely an importance behind being confident, especially when it comes to sports. But I think that ends the questions that I pretty much have for you today. But with all of the people that I interview, I always do like a little fun like game segment. So what I have planned is like a would you rather, like student athlete edition. So would you rather play one perfect game and lose, or have an off game but win a championship?
An off game but win the championship always.
Why?
Because like you might have that like one bad game, but if you win the championship, like you're gonna get more looks.
So would you rather have natural talent or the best work ethic?
Hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard.
Okay. Would you rather have an extra hour of sleep or an extra hour of training every day?
Extra hour of sleep, I gotta be honest.
Would you rather win but never be a star, or be a star but never win?
be a star but never win. Just because, like, if you gotta think, like, you're making, if you want to make a livelihood out of football, you gotta be able to be a star. Like, if you're a nobody on like a championship team, then I don't really think you could do this for a while.
Yeah, I agree. And I have one last question for you. Would you rather have a coach who pushes you hard or one who's more easygoing?
Coach that pushes you hard. How are you supposed to get better?
No, I definitely agree. And I think that transcends all sports. But I think that ends our podcast episode for today. And thank you again, Elijah, for joining us. This was fun. And make sure you all like the video and subscribe.